Hi, I'm Dr. Group. Welcome back to my video questions and answers blog. Today's question again comes from Kim C. And Kim asks, do you have a specific protocol that can cure baldness? Will continually cleansing the colon cure baldness? I'm a 27-year-old African American male and have used too many supplements to list. But nothing really seems to help, or it might take several years before I notice any difference. What can I do? Well, I would definitely recommend, usually the main cause of baldness is a lot of stress and emotional disturbances within your life. You might be holding in a lot of anger, fear, resentment, jealousy, negative emotions. You might, your body is constantly in a sympathetic state, which means it's constantly burning and burning and burning, and it's not able to relax. With the research that I've done as far as balding is concerned, every single time I can trace it back to a very high stressful life and people not being able to express their emotions effectively. So the first thing I would do is is to work on that, and how you do that is get quiet time, quiet your mind, meditation, laughter, the power of love. Go outside and hug a tree, spend time outdoors in nature, walk on the beach, spend time with people that you love. Any type of stress release. Music is a great stress release. I would definitely look at that area. And I'll tell you another little hint that I've used that works really good if you can stand it. And I'll tell you a little story. I was doing a seminar about 3 or 4 years ago, and somebody with this exact question stood up in the middle of a packed house of like 500 people and said, "Hey, Dr. Group, what do you do to cure baldness?" And I said, "Well, you might not like this, but if you take your first morning urine and you put it on your head every single day, your hair will start growing back." Well, everybody laughed, obviously, but urine is actually extremely sterile. It's more sterile than any other thing that you can get. The filtration system in the body and the kidneys is so unique that we've just been giving urine a bad name over the years. But there's great books. One of them is called Your Own Perfect Medicine, which I would recommend everybody read, because in case of an emergency and you don't have any herbs around or anything else, you can always drink your own urine. And it's an extremely effective remedy for anything that might ail you. And it just makes sense that we would have the medicine that we need inside of us anyway. But my recommendations, what I've seen that's worked the best for people with baldness over the years, is to take their first morning urine, and you can actually mix a little apple cider vinegar in there with it and dab it onto your head. And if you really want to get it in deep to the skin tissues, you can put a little DMSO in there, dimethyl sulfoxide. DMSO is a carrier molecule. It's a solvent. It'll bring that down deep into the cells of the scalp. And I would say maybe 1 drop of DMSO per 3 or 4 ounces of urine, and maybe a cap full of organic apple cider vinegar. But that has worked the best for people that have asked me over the years. And I even got a call back from that seminar about 4 weeks later from the guy, and he said, I've tried everything for baldness and nothing's worked until you told me that remedy. He said, I actually have hair growing in my bald spots now. So that, as well as reducing your stress levels, should work. Thanks, Kim.